It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. Here we go. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. To the air, Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's from 4 yards out. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And it'll work down inside the 45.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to be short of the first down, right around the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Picking up.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, slant pass to Boyd.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And this returnable for Hines.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it.
As his man, it's Shakir.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Quick toss to Knox. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. To take a shot.
So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Allen. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. There's his guys will get the football back.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half instead. They cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee you that they talk.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. A good move. And the possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They run for it with Mixon, and I'm not sure. Did they stop him? They did. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so.
Here we go.
But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And even 100 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
Now Joe Mixon. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now it's Burrow. Now the pressure gets them. And just inside the 20 at the 19.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Complete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Burrow will throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now Burrow got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow.
And it's caught. We are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker.